There's better places to take a nap than the ground, you know. Why don't you shut up? Whoa, what we get today, gals? Let's see. Ah, dang it! Ouch! Ouch! Ah! Ouch! Pause for technical difficulties here. Well, I tell you what, Gary, it's a good thing we was just down at Giant Eagle. Get these Band-Aids. Ah, there we go. Maybe having a Band-Aid on my hand will increase views. Get it? It's an homage. What do we have today? Gary. Ouch. Anbernic 505. Now, normally I would be super excited, but I've been waiting for this sucker for weeks. Everyone else got theirs before Thanksgiving. You know when I got mine? Today. Monday after Thanksgiving. That's okay. I checked the tracking. It went from Hong Kong to Taiwan to Japan to Anchorage. Normally it goes from Hong Kong straight to LAX, you know? Like Miley Cyrus. Save that tape for later. Boy, I'm getting lots of free tape off this one, Gary. Don't cut yourself this time. So, we have the device. Ooh, and this cool case. Pretty basic. Smells. It has a distinct smell. Did you ever go get shoes? Like, and you take the paper out of the shoes, and there's that smell just when the paper comes out of the shoes? That's kind of what that smells like. Let's get to the main course here. Well, that's nice. Put this knife away so I don't hurt myself again. This beautiful case. It's got buttons, arcade sticks, PlayStation controllers, and this device right here. That's pretty neat. Ooh. Oh, it's the yellow one. Huh. I don't love that this is a different color than this. That seems kind of like, shouldn't it be the same color? Oh well. What do we get in the box? SD card. Ooh, 256. And it looks like a real one. Wet wipes. Our manual. Oh, and a box with what's in here? I bet it's a cable. It's a USB-C cable. Now, after the merciless harassment I received from the online community last time, I'm going to do this appropriately. I'm going to look for dust first. I'm going to clean it. Now, that's the tiniest little wet nap I ever seen. Clean, clean, clean. So this whole thing is recessed. I wonder if the screen protector fits over. It might fit over the whole thing, not just the screen. That'd be a pretty sharp look, I guess. Now we dry it. Boy, I hope I don't screw this one up. Be very careful here. Gary, you stay away from the camera. Peel off this mask. Carefully. Oh yeah, it fits over the whole shebang. And it's recessed enough that it just kind of sits in there. Ooh, not too bad for government work. Now hopefully these bubbles can work themselves out. Get out of that corner. You know what? I'm okay with that. Okay, so SD card, just one. We'll plug this in, and then we'll give it the old review. Goes in the bottom. Put it in the right way. Right? Is that the right way? Yes. I'm really bad to put SD cards in. All right, so you got two speakers on the bottom, a power button on the bottom. That's kind of weird. Normally it's on top or on the side. You have I don't know, record, play. That's supposed to be the back button, I think. You have your volume up and down recessed, which is good because when I use the RP3, I'm always turning the volume up and down over there. One port on top. Now the last couple had two USB-Cs. One for OTG, one for charge. This looks like it's dual purpose. And there's no HDMI out. The headphone jack is on top. I hate that, but you know, at this point, I'm glad they're still putting headphone jacks on these. On the front, we have 2 analog sticks. Now these are Hall sticks, but they're different than the ones on the 353M. I have both, so maybe I will take the ones out of the and put it in the 505. How about that? You got your buttons. Pretty responsive. Select, start, L1, R1, L2, R2. Now some people have complained, oh, I can't use the stick and reach both of these. I can. I don't know, maybe I got different size hands than some of these other people who review them. Ooh, on the back, what are these, torque screws? Hex, I don't know. They put their name on the front again. I'm not crazy about it, but it's not the end of the world. And then on the back, you use little 505 and these little pads keep you from dropping it. Plastic feels pretty nice. A little smudgy already because I got greasy hands. I made chicken paprikash for dinner. Well, turkey paprikash. I used leftovers. And you know, I don't know if I washed my hands good enough, but not too bad. Probably not even showing up on camera. Let's turn her on. A little Android man smiling at me. I'm happy too. This is a pretty nice little thing. Ew. Guys, I did some fancy editing and I put some stuff on the SD card already. Don't tell Gary. So that's why I got that GG show there. So this button on the side, I was doing a little bit of reading during my editing. This button turns on the Anbernic front end, which I feel like it's a little half-baked. But, you know, it's better than nothing. I pre-installed Show just because it's kind of the new hotness. But you can use any of your Android front ends. Dig, Reset Collection, Lunchbox, I don't know, Slop Pail. What are they called? Let's get out of here. I'm not going to use this. So I already was in here fiddling around with some of my my games. And let's get a Super Nintendo game on here. I just happen to be playing Fire Emblem Thracia 776. There's still time to vote for it. If I edit this video and get it published fast enough, there's still time to vote for it. Otherwise, this is just a sad, lonely man speaking into the ether. How's the speakers work? Sounds good to me. I have a special filter on here that makes it look like old CRTV. Isn't that neat? Yeah. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. Cast him aside to be killed. Oh! She procced her extra turn. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm not gonna play too much 776 because this isn't a dedicated 776 channel yet. Vote Game of the Month. Maybe we can do it. Do it for Rapid. It's his nomination. Oh, so 3DS. Pleasantly surprised. We're not gonna play Zero Escape. That just came with it. But what didn't come with it was Fire Emblem Awakenings. Now this runs a lot better than you'd think. That back button maps, and that acts, maybe unintentionally, it acts as a home key or a menu key for a lot of these higher end emulators. I know in Dolphin it does the same thing. So that's cool. I made a man named of Zoo. My favorite thing about Fire Emblem Awakening is they fully voice like 5% of the lines, and then the rest of them are just these guys going, huh? So with 3DS, I did a little tweaking. I have the bottom screen. It's hardly ever used, but it is used a little bit. So I made it real tiny in the corner here. You can fiddle fart with that as much as you want. So see, I have to be able to press start. Okay. And I have some data down here. But most of the story is happening up here. All right, shut up. We're going to start the friendship that will define this game. Player character and main king guy. So here's combat. I mean, look at that. Ah, I jinxed it. Doesn't like magic, I guess. But it was running pretty smooth there for a second. Let's see if maybe it just needed a minute to load in some of the textures. Get him, Crom. Da-da-da-da. See how you like, my bronze sword. Ruffian. It seems like it's running better now. Maybe it did need to just kind of load some of those sounds and animations in. Who knows? Now it's running really smooth. Getting like 60 frames per second. Running at slightly over 100% speed. So I might have just needed to preload some of those textures and shaders and all that jazz. So I would say Fire Emblem Awakenings, which is a pretty intensive 3DS game, I think, running pretty good. So we're going to fight this Lancer. And the battle forecast says I'm going to savagely murder him, which is pretty neat. Ugh, chunky. Not looking too great. But you know, Awakenings, you had to fight through a couple battles before it got smooth. So maybe we'll see if this is the case here. I don't think it's getting better. Alright, so 3DS is kind of a mixed bag. A lot of stuff works. I feel like 3DS is definitely a bonus. What else we got as powerful systems? Let's try Wii. So I got this at 2X. And I was playing this before. You press this back button, pulls up the menu, you load your save. So I can play Fire Emblem Wii. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's 60 FPS. Well, it dropped down to 40. But it's not super noticeable when it drops down. It's very playable, and if I take it down to 1X, it's silky smooth. GameCube. Skip. We got a lot of swords. Let's see how this runs. Cut that guy with a sword so hard he disappeared into atoms. Titania. Dink. Uh-oh. You done goofed. Beautiful Joe. It's kind of a weird game. Oh, man. I'm bad. Okay. GameCube runs pretty good. Hit or miss on some of the higher end, angrier titles. What else we got? Aether? That's PlayStation 2. Let's do Kingdom Hearts. Our buddy Cal. I know these guys. They make role-playing games. Disney, they make Mickey Mouse. You telling me there's a Mickey Mouse role-playing game? What? I tell you what, it's not super exhaustive so far, but from my time playing around with this today, it's a lot more capable than I thought it would be with PS2, GameCube, and that sort of stuff. 3DS, I tell you what, was a real surprise. PlayStation 2 was the king of unskippable dialogue. Well then, you'll just wait. Oh, that smells good. Oh my god, is this ever gonna end? Finally. Nope. Alright, can I fight bad guys? Can I finally do something? Seriously, let me play the game. Alright, I gotta play another game. I pressed the wrong button. I was so upset. Yeah, frames dip a little bit. I could probably fiddle with the settings a little more. But it's not bad. This is a powerful little chip, I tell you what. Alright, PS2. works. Definitely gonna investigate that a little further. So I guess what's that mean, Gary? What's up next? What did we learn? Well, Gary, you know Zinelli. We learned today that the Anbernic 505 is a capable little handheld. It's probably the strongest one. It's not probably. It is the strongest one they've ever released that wasn't, an x86 like the Win 600. It has... Some people think it's a little bit too big. Some people think you have to stretch your hands a little bit to reach the shoulder buttons. Now, personally, I would have liked stacked shoulder buttons like on the RP3 and the RP3 Plus, but these aren't nearly as bad as I was kind of worried they would be. It's a little bit heftier than the RP3 and the RP3 Plus, which to me, I like. I like that it's thicker. Thick. Because my RP3, honestly, it's starting to get a little creaky on the left-hand side where the volume is. I don't know if it's because I'm holding too tight, if I got super strong manly hands. See my spaceman Band-Aid? How manly is that? I don't know. But my RP3, it seems like it's getting a little rickety, and I've only had it, what, 5 months? 4 months? It's not a great sign. It just feels kind of thin. This, on the other hand, feels chunkier. Now, some people might not like that. Some people might say that it negatively affects the pocketability. Well, let's be honest. You're not going to put this in a pocket. You're going to put it in this cool case they gave you that smells like new shoes. It's probably a very dangerous glue. I've taken 6 hours off of my life by huffing that. Oh well. I like the control scheme. I like the buttons. Anbernic has a really good handle on making a handle. Get it? That's what we used to call controllers back in the ancient times. But no, they're pretty good at, know how to make a D-pad. They know how to make the buttons feel a little mushy, not too mushy, not too springy, not too clicky. Everything just feels good. It's not as premium as, say, the 353M, but I like it more. Not just because it's more powerful. The screen is bigger. I haven't even explained to you guys how beautiful the screen is. It's an OLED that they salvaged out of old Vita. I don't know if they took old Vitas and ripped the screens out, but it's the same screen as from the Vita. It has nice saturated color. You can see Wave Race 64 playing here. Look at all them cool pastels and tropical, vibrant colors. I haven't had any issues with brightness. The speakers on this sucker are pretty good. I like that the buttons on the side are recessed because I don't mash them with my hands. I can't tell you a number of times I turn the volume up and down, especially if I'm laying in bed and I cram the volume to max just because I'm mashing down on the RP3 with my left hand. Some people like that. Some people like the more delicate. I like this. It's kind of built like a Panzer tank, It's just a blocky, functional, chonky boy. It gets the job done. Anbernic pushed the update. Actually, as soon as I opened it, I got a prompt to update it. I didn't do it yet because I didn't want to negatively affect performance for my first impression. But it does have the Play Store. I know some people really need to have the Play Store, and it is nice if you have a bunch of paid Android apps and stuff you want to bring over here. That's cool that Anbernic heard literally every single person in the community say, I want my Play Store, and they said, oh, oops, sorry, here you go. Things I don't like, the color. I don't know if it shows up super great on camera, but this is a distinct, like a mustard from a pump that's been sitting out at a ball game all day, and this is like watery mustard that you didn't really mix up the water. It's a couple shades different, and it's just, to me, it's like, I don't know about that. I really wanted the gray one. I don't know if the gray one has that degree of color separation. I don't know if the turquoise does either. It might. I don't know. I feel like if you were gonna have a completely, separate panel in the middle, go all out. Make it white. Make it a complementary color, not just kind of the same color. Whatever. I don't know. I'm sitting here racking my brain trying to think what I really don't like about this, outside of the color and kind of the awkward panel in the middle. And there's not a lot that I don't like besides that. Maybe if I had an RP3 Plus in my hands, Retroid, I'll take one. If you want to send one to me, just get a hold of Gary. at he has the email now at prodigy.net. Get a hold of Gary, send him an electronic mail. I'll take one. But I don't know. Maybe if I had one, I would say, oh, this is, head and shoulders above the Anbernic 505 in these specific categories. But just this on my own, I'm completely satisfied with this. I'm blown away by the 3DS performance. PlayStation 2, really just kind of scratching the surface. I might do a video later, a lot more games. GameCube the same, really just scratching the surface. I got Fire Emblem to run on Wii. It's obviously not the most strenuous test case, but I can play Fire Emblem all the way from regular Nintendo all the way to the 3DS. And that's pretty cool. I don't know if you know this about me, but I enjoy the Fire Emblem games. And that's pretty cool that I can play that. I could probably put a whole bunch of other games. I didn't even try PSP. This screen is ideally suited for PSP. It's double the resolution of the PSP, so you can have a perfect 2x resolution. I should probably play PSP later for my next video on this sucker. But I tell you what, I'm happier than a pig in shit, Gary. I don't care. I swear if I want to. I like this. The Anbernic 505, I give it a 5 out of 5. You get it? Because Gary, shut up. I've been doing this for an hour and a half now. You didn't come up with any better ideas at the pitch meeting. I know it's Christmas. I'm sorry, buddy. Okay, I'll do yours. Anbernic, because it's cold outside. Because it's winter. That was Gary's. So, again, direct any complaints to gary.retrohandhelds at prodigy.net at, that's not a real email address, at, go ahead and email it anyway. If someone has that email address, they deserve what's coming to them. Anyway, see you guys later. Hope my hand heals. Oh, another little bit of advice. Don't just jam with a knife when you're opening a box, for God's sake. I cut my hand. Don't be like me.